What's up, guys? We're going to be playing some Garchomp gameplay today, and in this gameplay we have Muscle, Rapid, and a Razor Claw on Garchomp with orange and some white for the emblems. Now, obviously, Garchomp's best build is going to be Double Dragon. Ground Garchomp isn't that great. It just feels clunky to me, whereas with Double Dragon, I sort of just feel very dominant and very powerful. Now, in this early gameplay, in this early part of the stage, as Gible, you want to kind of try to be really aggressive. You can even change out maybe like Rapid Scarf or Razor Claw for a Muscle Focus Band, so that way you can be a bit more aggressive and stay in those fights longer, especially in the early stages, because Gible is a really powerful early Pokemon that can really just dominate when it comes to the early stages of the game. Here I'm going to start off with Earthquake on Gible. Unfortunately, my laning partner is a Greninja, which, if you know anything about laning Greninjas or laning Cinderaces, they can make some questionable moves. But sorry about that. What my Greninja does here is he takes all of the experience, or at least most of it, from me, which, you know, isn't necessarily like you can't do that, but it's like he's not even going to go score, so he just took experience and it wasn't that great. Here we're going to try to get this Dragonite. We do end up getting him. I wanted to be a bit more aggressive there and try to get the Fennekin, but hey, you get Dragonite down pretty early, so that's pretty good. We got an elimination and we got some experience from that, so not necessarily a bad play there. And if you can already tell, even though my Greninja laning partner did end up taking most of the experience, I ended up being a high level, having more experience than him in this part of the match. Here I wanted to wait a little bit before pushing in, just in case we see any of the enemy jungler or our jungler went down. You kind of want to just wait a little bit to sort of see what's the game plan before just rushing in. Here I make a big mistake by trying to go in. I tried to be aggressive there, and it ended up just not working out for me. Luckily, we didn't get enough experience for Dragonite to evolve. And here I'm just kind of looking at who the enemy jungler is, what their level at, and sort of just the levels of the enemy Pokemon. That's something that you kind of want to focus on trying to do, is seeing their builds, seeing maybe you could counter build it, you know, seeing who you should try to go for, who's kind of a weak Pokemon. Here I'm getting ready for the 750. No, these are the 8s. I don't know. With the birds down here in the center lane. Fortunately, no one came there, so I was uncontested, and it was really just free experience for me. Normally, the jungler should be the first person to go there, but here I was really confused on who the jungler was. I didn't know if it was Serena or Gengar, because Serena did sort of take the experience, and that's another thing too that kind of rubs me the wrong way, is not people taking the experience from the jungler. If the jungler's not there, then he's not there. You take that experience, but get both of the buffs. If you're going to go for the experience, get both of the buffs, because now they're going to be off timed, so that the next time they do spawn, one is going to spawn earlier than the other. But here, same situation as Garchomp, you kind of just want to farm experience as fast as possible. That's what Garchomp really wants, is he wants to become Garchomp. Gible is a really good early stage, but here's a good play. Yeah, we got one. I kind of wanted to unite, kind of wanted to keep going, but I knew it wasn't worth it. But we finally do get Garchomp here. As I was saying earlier, Gible is a really good early stage Pokemon, level 5 Pokemon, and then Goodbye sort of falls off a little bit because Pokemon start to get a bit stronger, start to get a bit better, so it's not really the easiest way to do that. Here I'm fighting. I decide I'm going to use my Unite because there's 3 Pokemon here and I could easily get them all if I wanted to. Fortunately, I just get 2, but that's not a bad trade-off for my Unite. So it's not that bad, it's not the end of the world, and we're gonna get that back pretty soon anyways. So here again, I'm still just farming. This is all you want to really do as Garchomp, is just to farm. Here I see that my bot lane did go down, unfortunately, but the enemy team didn't prioritize scoring or anything like that. So I'm here just still farming, just still trying to do my thing. Here I get a bit too greedy, trying to think I can take on the Dragonite with not the rapid spin, the tornado spin, Fennekin, or Delphox I should say, which is very annoying and does annoy me during the match. Luckily, no, our Serena does not. Serena does not get him, unfortunately. Kind of, I don't know. It should have been an easy pick for them. They were already kind of weak from me, but it's whatever, you know. Same. I'm trying to get any experience as I possibly can. Greninja does go down. Here, I don't do the whole combo, which was a big misplay. I should have done it, and then I would have been able to get the Fennekin. Here, I just scored to score. I'm not really stacking or anything like that. And again, I do go down here because I was being too greedy. At this point, you could say that I am throwing the match because I'm being too greedy. I'm being too aggressive and picking fights that are just wrong for me. I shouldn't be picking fights with people, with Pokemon that can kite me and get me off of their teammates, just like how this Delphox is doing here. I was just fed up with it and I united. I thought it was a good time to unite. It was 420 around where I united. So, and I did manage to get both of them with that single unite. And here I'm going to go get the Registeel, which is overall really good buff you want to try to get. And we're getting some healing because Garchomp has Lifesteal. That's something that you really want to do. That's why you want Rapid Scarf, because the more you hit, the more life healing you're taking from Pokemon and stuff. So here I do a little bit of misplay. I'm like, I know I can't really do much against them. I've already gotten really weak from them, so I can't really fight them at this point. If I had a teammate, then maybe we could fight them. Here I'm going to base to sort of regenerate my health back to full HP. It's 330. I'm level 13. I'm pretty good here, but I want to try to get level 14 or level 15 just to sort of have more HP, and you know, your stats do raise a little bit. Luckily, this is kind of a good play on us. The enemy Delphox does score. I mean, not score, but does unite us. And I'm calling a retreat. Luckily, our Greninja isn't so bad. He can actually do math and lets me score because he knows that I had 50 and he only had 40. Here, I'm calling a retreat. Well, Greninja and me are calling a retreat because we know that we're both really weak from the Delphox unite, and Venusaur can easily just sweep us up. So here, same situation, going back to farming. We're playing Farming Simulator with Garchomp. Here, Venusaur kind of does a misplay because it's a weaker level than I am. Trying to pick a fight with me, and it doesn't play in his favor because he's level 11 and I'm already level 14. That's something you want to also think about when you're trying to pick fights with Pokemon, is you got to see their level, because the levels in a sense do matter, because they do give you some level difference, some HP difference, some attack difference. So obviously that level 11 Venusaur in no way was ever going to beat me. I could have been throwing that entire thing and he wouldn't have been able to get me. But anyways, here I'm calling a let's go for Rayquaza here, because we need to zero to score and he broke our goal. Here I kind of panicked Unite a little bit, but trying to get away, and unfortunately I don't end up getting away. They do end up getting me. I look at Serena. That Serena did manage to score 100, which is pretty good, but none of my team is really there, and they're kind of taking Rayquaza from us, and the team is not really doing much. Greninja didn't score or didn't use its Unite. Here we have Gengar. sort of gonna do it. And actually, it wasn't even Gengar that gets it. It was actually Serena that ends up getting it. It was such a big risk and such a big gamble. Here I'm going top lane to sort of sort of stop anyone that is trying to score. Mamoswine is trying to score because I know I don't have Rayquaza shield, so it's gonna be a lot difficult for me to score. And here we're kind of just stopping people from scoring. So yeah, we get the Venusaur, we see that Zeraora is here, and we're kind of just showing presence. We're not really pushing out that much. I'm trying to see if maybe he's in this bush. I'm trying to get my Unite move back up, so I'm going to try to take these buffs so I can get my Unite move back up. And fortunately for us, the enemy team did surrender on us, so we ended up winning the match. It wasn't by a lot. It was pretty close, actually, if I remember correctly, and we do pretty okay damage. We are not doing the best. 8 eliminations, 2 assists. It wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst, but it was just pretty good. 54,000 damage. We weren't really picking that many fights. But anyways, guys, if you did manage to enjoy this video, please hit a like, comment, and subscribe. It would really mean the world for me. And thank you, guys.